The 7 effects a sexless marriage has on a man. Is your marriage missing something? Do you feel like the emotional bond with your partner has weakened? Maybe you've been wondering why there's an uncomfortable distance growing between you. If you're in a sexless marriage, you're not alone, and the impact can be deeper than you realize. Our topic today is the serious but sensitive effects of sexless marriage on men. Although rarely discussed, this topic has far-reaching effects. The psychological and emotional tolls may surprise you. In reality, marriage requires physical intimacy. Not just the physical act, but the emotional connection, vulnerability, and trust. When that part of a relationship disappears, it can lead to a range of effects, from emotional withdrawal to serious health consequences. 7 effects of a sexless marriage on a man. Let's break this down. Here are the 7 major effects a sexless marriage can have on a man. Stick around for number 4. You won't believe how significant it can be. Point 1. Increased risk of infidelity. The first and most painful effect of a sexless marriage is increased infidelity. To clarify, leaving a marriage is never a solution. However, men may feel emotionally and physically abandoned when sexual intimacy disappears. They may become lonely and frustrated, making them vulnerable to outside temptations. When someone is unhappy in a relationship, they may seek emotional or physical fulfillment elsewhere. This does not mean every man cheats, but it creates a dangerous situation where infidelity is tempting to fill emotional and physical voids. Point 2. Emotional distance. Let's talk about emotional distance, which might be even more destructive than infidelity. In healthy relationships, physical intimacy strengthens emotions. The absence of it makes men emotionally withdraw. They may feel disconnected from their partner, causing communication and emotional support issues. These situations usually involve a man eating dinner while his partner talks, but he seems uninterested. He's present physically, but mentally and emotionally, he's checked out. The cycle of emotional detachment can be vicious. The less connected a man feels, the less he wants to engage in the relationship, creating more distance. The relationship becomes more like roommates than a partnership. Point 3. Lowered self-esteem. A sexless marriage can hurt a man's self-esteem. Many men base their self-esteem on how their partner views them. Many men feel inadequate, unattractive, and unwanted without intimacy. At times, a man at work is distracted and not engaging with colleagues. He seems lost in thought, weighed down by feelings of insecurity. These feelings of inadequacy can spill over into other areas of life. A man who feels undesirable in his marriage might start questioning his worth at work, with friends, or in social situations. It's a slow erosion of self-esteem that can make him feel less confident in every aspect of his life. Point 4. Increased stress and anxiety. A man might become frustrated by this situation and sit at his desk, piled high with papers and rubbing his temples. Similarly, his phone may vibrate, but he will not answer it because he appears to be too stressed. It may surprise you that it increased stress and anxiety. As it turns out, physical intimacy helps manage stress. Men relax and bond in fulfilling relationships because oxytocin, the love hormone, is released. Alternatively, a man who is under stress due to this circumstance might lie in bed and stare up at the ceiling while his partner sleeps next to him, not realizing that he is under stress. When there is no outlet, tension rises. You have heard that stress can affect your health, causing sleep disturbances and high blood pressure. Without that physical connection, men in sexless marriages may struggle to cope with daily stress, causing anxiety at home and at work. Point 5. Depression. One of the most serious effects of a sexless marriage is the risk of depression. When men feel emotionally isolated and sexually unfulfilled, it can create a sense of hopelessness. This isn't just sadness, it's a profound sense of disconnection from their partner and from life in general. This situation can also make a man appear detached at work, with friends, or even while shopping. Depression stemming from this lack of connection can become a dark cloud that affects every part of life: work, friendships, even health. The emotional weight of feeling unfulfilled can start to make life feel joyless and empty. And this is where it becomes essential for couples to seek help. Point 6. Resentment towards partner. At times, the man's frustration may seem to be about more than just the immediate issue. A sexless marriage can lead to partner resentment, which is dangerous. When sexual needs are not met, bitterness can develop. Resentment can break up relationships, affecting communication and conflict resolution. The man in the argument walks away, but the expression on his face shows unresolved anger. Over time, these feelings of bitterness can make a man feel hostile or even cold towards his partner. Former love becomes frustration and blame. If not repaired, relationships can break here. Point 7. Health issues. And finally, one of the most overlooked effects of a sexless marriage is the impact on physical health. Research shows that regular sexual activity can boost immune function, lower blood pressure, and even improve mental health. Without it, men may face increased risks of various health issues, from heart disease to weakened immune systems. The psychological toll can also cause chronic stress, fatigue, and other stress-related illnesses. A healthy sex life is part of a well-rounded, healthy lifestyle, and its absence can have far-reaching effects. What can you do? There's hope. Now you might be thinking, what can be done if my marriage has become sexless? Well, the good news is that there's hope. Sexless marriages can be fixed if both partners acknowledge the problem and work together to restore intimacy. Sometimes, all it takes is open communication. And for many couples, seeking help from a therapist or sexologist can be the turning point. Hopefully, this video will be useful to you. It would mean a lot to this channel if you could subscribe, like, and share. Thanks for watching.